Akwebina, he was sitting on radio some time back and he was, listening. When people sit on radio and they are listing their achievements, some of the goals they've acquired, the lands, the cars, the buildings, how they've taken their children to school abroad, and how their children have become big people in communities and all. This man was sitting on radio and he was bragging about his pedophilic lifestyle. And in fact, when he was bragging, they were trying to tell him that but they say no, he wants to teach us. He's the teacher rabbi. He wants to teach us about a law of natural karma and how his iniquities is now affecting his own daughter. And this man was talking, and he actually did an entire expose on himself on radio. And this one was talking about how he chewed some small girl from the age of 14 when the child was in class 6 up until the girl was in SS, continued to mention the girl's name, the girl's father's name, the school the girl attended, where the girl lives, the girl's father's kingdom. Just say he did the girl what is going on. You can see that the girl is no longer a child. And 14-year-old, they are very, very impressionable. Anything you do, anything small, you give them toffee, you give them biscuits, you give them some more attention, they will give you everything you want. So for this man to actually do it to the point that the girl was in SS, and now you are done. What is wrong with you that you are sitting on radio party and you are actually spilling the girl, disgracing the girl? Just say, or the tutu just say, with the good dear pressure mining under the minus a. Well, some people are mining girl. I'm saying he's mining minus. So he's listing his properties that he has mined over the years, and clearly you can see that there was a time when the Bible says my cup runneth over. No, this was what it meant, that his cup have runneth over. And this one day Ghana police has picked him up, but Ghana police don't just pick him up. This video has been out before, but there was no action. And then this time, Lydia Forson posted and said, if I speak on this video now, they will say I hate men. You will ignore that man openly bragged sleeping with a 14-year-old on air. You will instead focus on my outrage or make it the 14-year-old fault for allowing this. Okay. And then Sarkodie came to court and says, I sense no hate here. He should not be walking around freely. And then we saw Ghana police has gone to pick this man up. They are picking it up, and the social media said, yes, finally Ghana police has done something. Now listen, they seem to forget the power that the media wields and the power that the celebrity wields. Now see, Lydia Forson and Sarkodie, they on my drink club and Chrome, see what has happened. And of course, those of you on social media who also tagged Ghana police called out, and then the uproar online caused it. Now listen, this man did this thing long ago. Now, in the times where social media was not a big part of radio and TV, this thing, he said it, why it would have gone, and then it would have been those who heard it in the moment that would have been very unpleased. But the way social media is, you have to be extra careful. We that we speak on radio and TV, massa, we play what you want to say back before we speak. Sometimes the things we want to say to you people, but we tone down because we know that unlike the times where radio was like when you speak once, this time there is always a video evidence online that somebody can bring back 4, 5, 6, 7 years, 8, 9, 10 later to come and taunt you. And this is exactly what is happening to the man. I am sure in the time he said it, if it was just that time that radio so radio and to say radio corner, now there is an evidence of the nonsense this man said. And to me, it really pains me that his child has to suffer the ramifications of his idiocracy. But this man, he shouldn't be free, and I am glad that Ghana police has caught him and they are going to deal with him. Now, another thing that has also been going on has been a certain comment Coca passed about Kim Paluta's Makoma and how it was a nonsense, useless voice and all of that. Ghanaian media personalities have dealt with him drastically. He has apologized, which I think is a good move. I mean, when you say something that there is a general uproar like that, the first thing you have to do is to apologize. But he's apologizing about all 2 young people on the side. That is typical Coca, so I don't blame him. Nonetheless, I have seen a post by Epixode, and I know this post, even though he didn't mention Coca's name, he means Coca. But let me read what Epixode said. Epixode said, sad how people with no music knowledge will make foolish statements about an act instead of being happy for him. Lol, killer they talk about score when the boy had no hit. Where were you? Soon time all these people for chop slap. Hey, episode, you know you go you dey go give slap. This is what I don't like about episode. Mention name. This sideways subtle yampia. No, if you want to talk to me direct. Ajay, hey, don't talk to me direct. As I touch my hair, cry spade me. Don't touch me. Talk to him direct. But listen, I agree that some of his words were harsh, which he has apologized. But has this not been how people criticize things? Like, we criticize things. He doesn't. I don't know. I feel like some of the things he said were wrong, but some of the things he said was equally very correct and equally very true. And I'm hoping that now that he has received the backlash too, we will also focus on the other things he said, which I've seen other people do, focusing on the fact that he should get the voice training. That thing is very correct, because every artist needs a voice coach. Some of the big artists in the world, they all have voice coaches, because the voice is an instrument and you need somebody who understands that instrument to help you tune it the best way possible. But saying that you then go chop slap, we beg. We already talk about people, but if we go chop slap, they are, hey, please, we beg you so much. Now, Shatta Wale has made a certain post here, and he's saying that music in Africa is just like Betway. You drop the song, which is into brackets odds, and wait for results. Bebre aboka. I'm inclined to agree with him, but I will narrow it down to Ghana music, not music in the world, because just like the odds, some people, they actually invest time and stick and make sure that the odds, it has very slim chances of losing. They have very slim chances. Some of them, they do it so well that the odds that they will hit, is very, very high. And that is where African music has gotten now. These Nigerian musicians and these other musicians in Africa, that they understand the world of music and what music can do to their country and what music can do for the economy of their country, they actually plan and invest and put structures in place to ensure that the artists that have good projects are thriving. Even the musicians themselves, they actually invest to make sure, even if it doesn't become a big global hit song, they have a certain mileage and make a certain money from a certain level of listenership in their hometown. Here in Ghana, because of lack of structures, lack of investments, and lack of proper guidelines to the way music is done, so people do music like Betway and then they drop the thing and hope it's a befa. It is not like that in Africa. I mean, Ghana is part of Africa, but it is not like that in the rest of Africa. It is only in Ghana now, because artists do not want to invest in their music. Even if they want to invest, some of them do not have the financial wherewithal to actually push. Music now is about the quality of the sound, which is beating most of us here. We've had this conversation over and over again. Some of them, the song quality crapple your problem because they don't have the right softwares, they don't have the right, tools to make the correct things. Those of you that have the right tools, so they don't have the right technical minds to maneuver and do the right thing for them. So they buy the machine, they put it down, they say, oh, this thing is hard to use. And the investment in the sound, one, is a problem. Now, those that manage to invest in the sound and get their sound mixed and mastered by the best of the best, if we now have a problem with promotion, it's either they are not good with promotion or they don't have that financial wherewithal to make it past their fan base listening and their fan base or their country loving it, making it to the rest of the world is actually another problem. So the music thing there, it is not like Betway. People have sat down, they have planned, they drop albums, they drop singles, they plan with proper money and proper investment and proper promotional plan, and the result is never like Betway. The result is achieved, the result is palpable. Those of you who do not have the money are those that do the odds and the betting. Moving on. Now I saw this and I want to talk about it. Let me find it. I watched this thing. I'm using this as an iPad, but it's a phone that is big, so yeah. So Sarkodie has been featured by Familia on a song called June July, and of course it's a love song talking about June July. And I've seen a lot of people say, oh, Sarkodie's rap is one way, Sarkodie. Let's talk about it now. Per the theme of the song, Sarkodie's rap was very on theme, like very, very on theme, on the theme, like they were talking about Dofuako, and Sark was talking about the loneliness, the sadness of having the partner away, and then the instrumentation. I think at the parts where Sarkodie was rapping, there was this instrumentation that was going and coming out. I really, really loved it. I loved what the twist they did with the instrumentation over them. But I think I agree with those who are saying that, oh, that the rap is a typical Sarkodie rap. It is a typical Sarkodie love song rap. Sarkodie love songs has always been, if you listen to the Sarkodie for a very long time, you realize that Sarkodie talk about love from a perspective where the partner is away. And I remember during my interview when I asked him, he was like, yeah, because for a long time that was his relationship. You know, before he settled down, he was having a long distance relationship with his then girlfriend where she was away. So he has been rapping from a point where the lover is not around, as in that kind of thing. Ain't you know. June July actually falls in the Sarkodie typical love rap song where the lover is away and he's struggling to survive. That is the Sarkodie. So anybody that mentions that, oh, Sarkodie, that thing is one, I agree, but it's actually the theme of the song. So what was he supposed to do? Do you get it? That I agree. He has that style where he speaks of his lover coming and that kind of thing in that perspective, but that is the theme of the song. June July is about the person not being there. So what should he have spoken about? Baby mamas, or what are you talking about? All the same, this has been some of the things that have been going on. Do subscribe to the channel, press the bell icon, and if there's anything you have to do it now. Hasluja.